හරිද? මයික් එක වැඩ. මයික් එක වැඩ. අපි live streaming ද? Okay. Guys, good evening. Sorry for the inconvenience happened in the morning. Couldn't have the class for a very unavoidable reason. So like had to shift the class to the evening. So usually we don't supposed to have the classes on POE days because we couldn't have a class in last Wednesday. I just thought to like better to have a class today as well. So tried to have it in the morning, couldn't do it. So we are doing it now, right? So what we were discussing was the pre-workout actually, and for those who send their addresses, I think the tutes are on the way, or some have received it already. And the most important thing is the results are out. A-level results are now out, and many of the people are not my students, but many of the students are now maybe are celebrating their victories, or else maybe they're worrying about their mistakes they have done, about the things that they lost, and that's how the nature is, right? So there is something you can't change now because the things for the 2025 batch, it's already finished, everything has happened. Now they can't change anything, but from the experience what I can tell you is things will be really fast. Things will be like these 2 years of your A-levels life will be moving really fast. It will go on like this, right? So 2 years after you'll be facing your exams, like you feel like, bro, this 2 years went like really fast. That happens, huh? So take precautions and get the experience from your the elders or the elder brothers and sisters, how the time went really fast, and be ready for a better future, or something that you can be happy about yourself in the future, and something you can be proud about yourself in the future, and have a good plan about your life. And we don't know how the life will flow. It will change sometimes. It won't go the same way as we planned all the time, but things will be beautiful if you planned it, and sometimes things won't go the same way that you planned, but you can align it. If you have a target, you have a goal, if you have an identity, you want to be something like this, things will change in the middle, but you can align it. Things will go here and there, but still you can align into the correct road, and you can achieve it somehow if you have this identity for yourself. So good thing about myself, like my students have achieved a very good result. So out of like our first batch, it's my first batch in Colombo. 2025 is a very first batch of my Colombo batch, and out of 18 people, out of 18 people, I think close to 13 to 14 students have achieved a university level of a result, and that's very proud to tell that. I'm really proud to tell that about my students, that out of these 18 students, more than 13 to 14, probably 13, 14, 15, I'll put the results out. 13 to 15 number of students have achieved their university entrances. Out of 18, that much of a result is something quite, if I take it in my terms, like it's one of my greatest achievements in my A-level career. So I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud about my students, and I'll be looking forward to you as well to get the highest, the maximum result that is possible, right? So it's a wonderful thing, and we have district 4, Colombo district 4 in the first batch. In the first batch we have Colombo district 4, Colombo district 10, and then Colombo district 28 is there, and Colombo district again 30 is there, Colombo district 30 is there, then 46 is there, 55 is there, 71 is here now in the studio, and 71 is there. Two of the 71s are there. Even Moaz is 71 BST, 71, and there's then many hundreds are there. Many hundreds are there. So far, so many number of students have achieved a higher level of results in our class. So happy to say that. I'm really proud to say that. I'm really proud about my students. Now, I'll be looking forward and I'll be expecting much more from you people because they were the very first batch. Sometimes I might have had a little bit of mistakes, but I'm doing my best and I'm covering as much as possible to your badges. So when it comes to 2028, so much of things will be added than what 2025 people had. I have added a few things for 2026 and added more to 2027. And when it comes to 2028 batch, there will be much more, and I'll be expecting much more. So sometimes you might feel a little bit of a pressure. I'm trying my best to not to pressure you, but a bit of a pressure is necessary. But that is for the sake of good, and I'm hoping to have the best results from you people than these badges in the future. So let's work together. That is the first thing. Let's work together. Let's achieve something beautiful. Let's make everyone proud. Let's make our family proud. Let's make our parents proud, and let's make ourselves proud. And it's up to you, So like when it comes to the students, I give the highest credit to the students because they studied really hard. I know how they studied. We actually guided them, but the achievement, the hard work is theirs. Even we worked hard, that's true. But I really like to give the credit to the students because though we guided, though we pressed a little bit, not everyone is taking the responsibility of studying and taking the responsibility of their own life. That's how people are. That's how even students are, and that's okay. So far, it's fine. But taking the responsibility of their own life is something very much, appreciable thing. Not everyone can do that. So something we should appreciate. I'm appreciating all my students who have done a very hard work, a very period of like in the last few weeks. I can remember they had these 2 nights per week, I think, like 9 nights in the sense they studied from the evening 6 p.m. to morning 6 p.m. and they like for 12 hours straight over the night, and they like started 4-5 months before this having a night per week, and when the exams are getting closer they studied for 2 nights per week, and that much of effort was taken. So it's really their hard work, and I'm really proud, and I'm really appreciating what they've done. So happy for everything, it's a good start, it's a good beginning. Even for English medium people, what I have to say is we can do something, right? We were thinking English medium is very new, maybe we don't have the resources, we won't be doing much, but see, the results are there, right? So English medium students have done a huge job, very proud of it. So much of achievements are there. So if anyone is telling English medium is not still achievable thing, if anyone is telling we don't have much enough resources to have a good rank in English medium, it's a fake thing to say, we have already proven it that we can do this. We have already done this, so we'll be doing better in the future. So you are safe, and what I'm asking you is like stay with and study with us. We'll look for a better future, right? And 3 of the bros are here to share. That doesn't matter. I don't know why. මොනවද? මොනවද යුනිෆෝම් එක? මේ පෙන් එක උනා. ඔව්. මෙහෙම අහගෙන. පෙන් එක අරන් ගියාද? පෙන් එක තියලා ගියේ නැහැ. But hold on for a few seconds. චුට්ටක් මොනවා හරි කතා කරමු. පොඩි ඇඩ්වයිස් එකක් දෙන්න. ලැජ්ජ වෙන්න එපා. achievement එකක් bro. as a pender. පොඩ්ඩක් muted. Bro, no, it's not muted. Not muted, right? Right, guys, welcome. So we came back. Harda, so Ayala me wanting to talk a bit with you people. So 3 are here. We'll welcome them. And චුට්ටක් කතා කරමු අපි. Come to the front. Come to the camera. එන්න. ඔන්නේ වන්න මල්ලි ඔය. දෙන්න මේ 3 දෙනානේ. ටී-ෂර්ට් එක ගල්ලා. කොහොමද? හැංගින පුළුවන් මනුස්ස. character sign කරදී. අනේ ඔන්න කළා. right so මේ ඉන්නේ මේ අයියා fast track clip අයියා කෙනෙක්. හරිද? මේ අයියා ලොකු achievement එකක් කරලා තින්නේ අවුරුද්දකින්. හරිද? fast track ලියලා 2BC තියෙනවා. එයාට ඊට වඩා ගන්න පුළුවන් අන්තිම ටිකේ මොනවා හරි පොඩි අඩුපාඩු ටිකක් වෙලා චුට්ටක් රිසල්ට් එක ලාවට පොඩ්ඩක් මදි. හරි. හරි. චුට්ටක් මදි. හරි. මේ අයියා ABC තියෙන්නේ. ඒ අයියා 78 rank එක. එයා මෙහි ගවර්න්මන්ට් යුනිවර්සිටි යන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි එයා try කරනවා ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් එකකට. කොයිද පුතේ? ඕස්ට්‍රේලියා යන්න try කරනවා ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් එකකට. අපි ළඟදිත් ගියා ගෑල් ළමෙක්. එයා ජර්මනි ගියේ. එයා ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් ගියේ. ඒ වගේ තව කීපයක් තව අයියා කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. එයා කොන්ට්‍රැක්ට් එක සයින් කරලා මේ ටී-ෂර්ට් එක පෙන්නන්න බැයි කියලා ඉන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? ඒ වගේ මේගොල්ලන්ගේ achievements ගැන තමයි පුතේ වැදගත්. ඒ කියන්නේ what they have achieved is the most important thing. කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ dedication එක කොහොමද, මේගොල්ලෝ කොහොම මහන්සි වුණාද, කොයි වගේ වැඩතොගයක් කරාද කියන එක ඒක තමයි වටිනම දේ. මේක තමයි අපි අන්තිමට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙමින් ඉඳිනේ. මේ වෙනුවෙන් අපි වැඩ කරේ. අපිට අර ඒ කියන්නේ කොච්චර මදි, හරිද? කොච්චර තිබ්බත් මදි එහෙමයක් අපේ තියෙනවනේ. ඒක අපේ nature එක. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි expect කරන අතරම හැබැයි මම හිතන චමත්ගිතාව වැඩි වෙයි කියලා. මොකද චමත්ගිතාව වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන. චමත්ගිතාව වැඩි වෙයි. ගොඩක් අර recollection දැම්මම පස්සේ තව පල්ලෙහාට මම හිතන්නේ 30 ගානකට වගේ එන්න ඕන මට හිතන විදිහට recollection දාලා බලමු. හරි. ගොඩක් විට එහෙම එන්න chance එකක් තියෙනවා. මොකද මේ හිතුව ප්‍රමාණයට වඩා මොකද අපි දන්නවනේ සාමාන්‍ය ළමයින්ගේ එන්න ඕන මට්ටම අපි දන්නවා. ඒ හින්දා මේ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා මදි වෙනස්. අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ recollection දැම්මම පස්සේ වෙනස් වෙයි. ඉතින් අපි චුට්ටක් මොන හරි අයිඩියා එකක් දෙමු කට්ටියට. කොහොමද වැඩ කරේ, කොහොමද පාඩම් කරේ, English medium කරන්නද එපාද, is it fine to do English medium or not? අපි පොඩි අයිඩියා එකක් දෙමු. ස්ටාර්ට් එක ගන්න.
ටෙක්නෝලජි නම් ඉතින් ඉංග්ලිෂ් මීඩියම් කරන එක හොඳයි. ඇත්තටම කියන්නේ මේ ටෙක්නෝලජි ඉංග්ලිෂ් මීඩියම් කරන එකෙන් කියන්නේ යුනිවර්සිටි ගියාට පස්සෙත් ඕගොල්ලන්ට කොහොමද ස්ටඩීස් තියෙන්නේ කරගන්න ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින්. ඒ හින්දා ඉතින් ඉංග්ලිෂ් මීඩියම් කරගෙන යන එක හොඳයි. අනේක කරගන්නත් දේසි. සර්ගේ ක්ලාස් එක ගැන කියනවා නම් ඉතින් මට තියෙන SFT වලට B එකක්. මේ ඒකේ එකක් කේ කියලා හිටියා ආවිඩේ. මේ ඒක ඒ කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම සර්ගේ මේ තියෙන වර්ක් ප්ලෑන් එක එයා මෙයා ඇත්තටම හොඳයි. ඒ කියන්නේ සර් අපිට මේ පටන් ගත්ත වෙලාව ඉඳන් ඉවර වෙනකම්ම මේ අපිත් එක්ක කතා කරගෙන කොහොමද වැඩ කරන්නේ ඒවා මේ ඔක්කොම කතා කරගෙන ඇඩ්වයිස් දීලා හිටියා. ඒ කියන්නේ සර්ගේ ඒතකොට ටියුට්ස් ගත්තා මෙහෙමත් දැන් මේ පාර පේපර් එකේ වුණත් මේ දන්න නැති දේවල් ඇත්තටම මුකුත් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. දන්නේ නැහැ කරලා නැහැ කියන දේවල් මුකුත් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ මේ පාර දැන් පේපර් එකේ එහෙම වුණත් ගොඩාක් මේ ඉන් ඩීටේල් ගිහිල්ලා අහලා තිබ්බේ තියරි වයිස්. මේ එතකොට ඒ දේවල් එහෙම අන්නසේ සිංහල තේරෙන්නේ
Shadow, bro, I don't know who the shadow is, but he or she is selling can't understand English. Can you, bro, do it in English?
So Sir's class is really good actually. So like he has a really good plan to go on. Like he's doing past papers and he's doing question banks. He has and work plans also, and he was the one who gave us the idea to study at nights and doing all that. So he was coming there every night when we were having our nights. He came to our place and he did teach us everything that we had doubts on. So what my idea is to say is if you are going with the plan with sir and if you are having a good communication with sir, you can really go for a good result in SFT for sure. Because as sir said, everyone who came to the class has really good results. You might have seen his status. He posted everything like he had Colombo district 4 and so on. So getting a district rank as 4 is a really good achievement. Like it's really big hard work to do. So so you can achieve that with Geeshansa. So my I say that choose Geeshansa and be with him till the end. So you can go for a better good result.
Thank you. Chamat, say something. How you study? Tell me. Comment. Comment. Bro, this guy. So yeah, that's so far how they have achieved, right? And really happy for them. So we have a bit of a work to do. I will give some of the questions and I'll come on and off. I'll have to discuss a little bit with the guys as well. So shall we start from where we left? Thank you. Right, and we did discuss all of this, right? All right. I think we discussed these. Oh, yeah. I think we discussed radians. Yeah. Let's start from here. If sine theta equals cos 90 minus theta from there, right? If sine theta equals cos 90 minus theta, you are asked to find the values of sine 63 equals to its cos value of, right? Right. Right. So it says sine theta equals cos 90 minus theta. These equations are there in trigonometry lesson. Na? So when it comes to the trigonometry lesson, sine, I'll come in a second. Sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta, and in the same way cos theta equals sine 90 minus theta, right? So they are asking value of sine 63 equals to cos value of, just have to reduce it, right? Yeah, just have to reduce it. How do you do it? Now these questions are easier. So they are asking sine 63 equals, so sine 63 should equal to cos 90 minus theta, or 90 minus 63 in this case. So sine theta or sine 63 should equal to cos 90 minus 63 is cos 27, right? So cos 27 equals sine 63. That is the answer for the first question. Sine 63 equals cos 27. And the second is asking if value of cos 21 equals to sine value. So it's the other way around. So value of cos 21. So it's cos theta equals sine 90 minus theta. I'll write the value itself for this. So cos 21 should equal to sine 90 minus 21. So 90 minus 21 is 69, isn't it? So cos 21 should equal to sine what? 90 minus 21 is 69, right? 69 should be the answer. So those were easy. This one is a bit of a tough one. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1 is one of the equations you're supposed to remember, right? Sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. So there's a question, if sine theta equals root x, calculate the cos theta value of it, right? I'll write it here. So sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. Where's the bubble, bro? Right. Come to this one. So sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1, right? Is the equation. And they have given this value. Sine theta equals root x, right? I'll do this question and you simplify this one. Nah? I'll do this one. Sine theta equals root x, right? Sine theta equals root x. So they have given that sine theta is equal to root x, and they are asking cos theta value, right? They are asking for the cos theta value. That's the question is. So how do you simplify this? Yeah, sine theta equals root x, calculate the cos theta value. And this is the equation you have given. Right? This is the equation you have given. Sine theta equals root x, they are asking for cos theta value. This is not very hard, this is easy actually. You just have to apply and simplify it, right? So it says sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1, right? So they have given sine theta equals root x. So I'm going to write it here. Sine square theta. So I'll put sine theta as root x. So the sine square theta means the square of this, because sine theta is root x. Sine square theta should be the square of root x, right? Square of root x plus cos square theta should equal to 1, right? So I applied the sine theta value here. So it's sine square theta, so I squared it, right? Right. So what is the square of root of something? Square of root of something is x itself. The root x into square cancels out the root. So this should equal to x, right? So x plus cos square theta should equal to 1. I hope you understood this. The square of the root cancels out the root. So it's x. X plus cos square theta should equal to 1, right? So again, cos square theta should equal to x minus 1, right? Right? Cos square theta should equal to, if I take the, like if I isolated cos square theta, I have to take the x to the other side. So x is a plus value here. When it goes to the other side, it will become a minus value. So that will be, 1 minus x. I wrote it wrong. So it's 1 minus x. I took the x to the other side, that is 1 minus x. So cos square theta equals to 1 minus x, right? Now the question what is asking is the value of cos theta. So to find cos theta, this is cos square theta. To find cos theta, you have to take the square root of it. So cos square theta square root is cos theta. So if you square root this, you have to square root this as well. So 1 minus x square root. So cos theta should equal to what? Square root of 1 minus x, right? Square root of 1 minus x. That is the answer. That's easy, right? So take a moment to take the notes. So the question was, if sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1, what is the value of cos theta? Right? What is the value of cos theta? So we applied root x for sine theta. So it says sine square theta. So I squared the root x plus cos square theta equals 1. Then when the square was the square root was squared or powered by 2, the square becomes cancelled. Then the x is revealed here. X plus cos square theta should equal to 1. Then if I take the x to the other side, that will be cos square theta equals 1 minus x. Right? The two formulas you have written on the side are constants, right? These are the values that are given. You mean these two? So these are the given values. So it has given like sine theta equals root x, and you are asked to find what the cos theta value is, right? So it can't, like, it's not constant. Those are the values that are given, right? So cos theta equals 1 minus x was the final answer, right? So take a note quickly, and we will do the next question. You do the next question by yourself, right? And then we will discuss. I'll give you like 2-3 minutes, and I'll discuss with the boys, and we'll come back. Just give me a few minutes. Yeah, that's okay. Messages balanchuk. Right? Finish, right? Finish writing. Finish taking the notes. Yeah. Is it finish? Yes. Nice. Sir, will you teach from basics? Because I feel like I'm missing something. No, not really. So the basics is actually, there's nothing much of a basics here. But so sine theta is root x, the example has given. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1 is the formula. We'll be discussing these questions in the future as well. And I just applied the sine square theta, like the sine theta value here. So sine theta is root x, and you have to take the complete square of it. So when you take this complete square of it, the root will cancel out. So I took the x here, plus cos square theta is already there, equals to 1. X plus cos square theta equals 1 is the next step. So you take the x to the other side, becomes minus. So cos square theta equals to 1 minus x. Then you need to find cos theta. So this is cos square theta. To get the cos theta, you have to take the root of it. So the root of cos square theta is cos theta, and you have to root this as well. So 1 minus x root is the cos theta value, right? So yeah, that's about it, right? And can you all try this one? So that was one of algebraic formulation. Now this is one with the values. Try this. Try this one in 3-4 minutes. We'll discuss. Try doing it. If cos theta equals 0.5, calculate sin theta value. It's the same formula. You have to use this one, and we will discuss it afterwards. Just give me a few minutes. I'm coming. දැන් නේද හරි ගියේ? ඒක තමයි. මම ලියලා chat box එක අපවගමු. අනිත් පැත්ත. අන්න ඒක තියන්න. අනිත් එක. මට පේන්නේ chat box එක. අන්න ඒක. That's right. I'm how can I get the tute? Are you come to the Shakti Institute? So probably the next week we'll have the class. If you couldn't come to the Shakti, come to Sasip at least. Even Sasip is fine. If you can't come to Shakti, come to the Sasip. We'll get the tutes there, right? So the boys went, and so that's about it. It's a beautiful thing when it comes to the very end, when it comes to the results, and because it's when the all the hard works pay off. So now two of the people who came, one didn't show up. He was like with in an agreement with I don't know, one of association. He's powerlifting, so the logos and everything are there. So he didn't come to the camera, but he's also wanting to go abroad. He's planning to go either New Zealand, UK, or Australia. So his plan is in networking or somewhere. So let's see. I'll update, and we'll take a discussion with our one of our student who's studying in Germany as well. So one of the student like recently went to Germany. One of a girl student. There were like three people who actually studied together. Three of the girls who studied together. This is 2024 batch. Now the recent batch came. The results came as like 2025 batch. So before that 2024 batch was there. So this girl is from 2024 batch actually. She went to Germany very recently. In that batch, 2024 batch, three of the students were there to like they were studying together, and three of them achieved the very close ranks, and three of them were chosen to the same universities as well, and they decided to fly, go for another country to continue their studies. So they are studying abroad now. So one of a girl is studying in Germany. She will take a call, sort of a Zoom or meeting or something. We'll take a call with her, and we'll discuss a bit about how the higher studies in abroad is happening, to take an idea, right? How you can enter the higher studies in international universities in worldwide after finishing A levels in technology, right? We will discuss those things in the future. So and hopefully these two boys who came now and few of the other people will also go abroad for their higher studies, and many of the others are like, as I said, like who studied together are getting the very close district ranks are and getting chosen for the same universities as well. So this time many boys who studied together are having the same ranks, like 45, 46 something, then 55 something. I'll post everything. I have already posted on Facebook and Instagram, and on my WhatsApp status as well. So if you check it, you'll see. So very close district ranks are there, and hopefully they will get selected for the same university as well, right? So it's a good thing, very nice thing, very happy thing to say. Right. So come to this. Tensile strain is the ratio between the extension. Sorry, we can discuss this one, right? If cos theta equals 0.5, calculate the sin theta value. So it's the same formula you have to use. Where's the bubble? I can't see the bubble here. Right, but so it's the same formula. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. Right? Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1 is the formula. So cos theta equals 0.5. Right? Cos theta equals 0.5. Says cos theta equals 0.5. They are asking how much the sin theta is. They are asking for the sin theta value. Right? how much the sine theta is. Right, so just have to apply it. Cos theta 0.5, I'll apply it in fractions. 0.5 is half, isn't it? 1 over 2. So instead of cos theta, I'll apply half, because 0.5 is half, right? So sine square theta plus, instead of cos square theta, I'll apply 1 over 2 and complete square of it, because it's cos square theta. We have cos theta. Cos theta is half. Cos square theta is like half, the square of half, right? Equals to 1. So we just have to simplify this now. So again, sine square theta plus half square will be 1 over 4 equals 1. Taking 1 over 4 to the other side, that will be sine square theta equals 1 minus 1 over 4, right? 1 minus 1 over 4. Now these simplifications are not very hard. They are very easy simplifications. Hopefully these type of questions will be there, in the paper. There were these kind of questions in the paper as well, like in the previous past paper questions, there were sort of these questions there, and it's not very hard. So again, sine square theta equals now 1 minus 1 over 4. So how do we simplify this one? How do we simplify this part, right? Look carefully. So what I'm doing is, this is one of a simple way of doing it. This is how we simplify it. So you're going to convert this into a proper fraction. So 4 into, like we are multiplying denominator by this 1. 4 into 1 is 4, and this is a minus, and 1 is there. So you're deducting the whole thing. 4 into 1, you're multiplying this 2. 4 into 1 minus 1, right? What do you do? 4 into 1, you multiply these two, and this is minus, so you're deducting the value with this one. So 4 into 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3, right? 4 into 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So sine square theta should equal to 3 over 4. Understood it? Sine square theta is now equal to 3 over 4. How did I took it? 4 into 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Same way you can do it like this. 1 over 1 minus 1 over 4, right? So 1 minus 1 over 4 means 1 over 1 minus 1 over 4. So the common denominator is 4. 4 times 1 are there. So 4 times 1 is 4 minus 1 times 4 is there. 4 into 1 is 4. So 1 into 1 is 1. It's the same deduction. So 3 over 4. Or this way. You multiply this one, and there's a deduction, you deduct it. That's all, right? It's a simple way of doing it. And now we have this answer, but sine square theta equals 3 over 4, right? So I got 0.75. That is correct. That is correct. So my answer is root 0.7. Is it root 0.75 or? We'll check, right? So sine theta, you have to take the root of it. That will be sine theta equals complete root of 3 over 4. So 3 over 4, you can simplify it likewise. So 3 doesn't have any of a root, so it will be root 3. The root of 4 will be 2. So it's root 3 over 2, right? It's root 3 over 2. So root 3 is closely 1.7 something. 1.7 something. So 1.7 divided by 2 will be what? That will be 0.85 something, right? 0.8 something. What if I use 0.5 instead of half? It will be the same answer. So 0.85 sort of a answer should be there. Close to 0.85 if you use the decimals, right? So try to take the fractions, because fraction simplification is a must. So you may be using the calculators, that is fine. But fraction simplification, the knowledge of simplifying the fractions is a must, because I got roots 0.75. Yeah, that is correct. So if you simplify the 3 over 4, that will be 0.75. So yeah, the root of 0.75 is also correct. But this format I simplified is the format that is mostly coming to the exams. You know, this format I simplified is the format that is mostly coming to your A-levels paper. So try to get the understanding how you simplify the fractions, you know. So fraction simplifying, I didn't like, knowledge is a bit of a necessity. So let's take a note here, shall we? Shall we take a note? How to simplify this one? Yeah. Take a note on this one, please. So, seat nice. Yeah, that's okay. Right, shall we start with the next question? Right, finish. Yeah, sir, can you explain the first one? Which one, Budhe? I mean this one. The first part is actually sine square theta plus cos square theta. The value is cos theta equals 0.5. Yeah. So cos theta equals 0.5 in the sense you can apply 0.5 instead of cos theta. So instead of applying 0.5, what I actually did was I took half in the sense the 0.5 is equal to half as a fraction, isn't it? So I took half instead of 0.5. I took the fraction actually. So I started simplifying from there because cos theta is half and the value here given is cos square theta. So sine square theta plus cos square theta is a half complete square of it, right? So when you square it, that will be 1 square will be 1, 2 square will be 4, right? So sine square theta plus 1 over 4 should equal to 1. So now I took the 1 over 4 fraction to the other side. So sine square theta is isolated. So sine square theta now is equal to 1 minus 1 over 4. So 1 minus 1 over 4 is equal to 3 over 4, and it still is equal to sine square theta. What the value we want is actually sine theta. So to get the sine theta out of sine square theta, we have to root it. So when you root this side, you have to root the other side as well because it's a equal symbol there. So sine theta equals now 3 over 4 complete 3 over 4 complete root of it, right? So this is the final answer. If you take the decimal of it, it will be root 0.75, right? It will be root 0.75. Get it? Understood it? Yeah. So yeah, that's so far about it. And what's next? Yeah, all good. Now also first question. What do you mean first question? You mean the previous one? The algebraic form, is it? So we will discuss it back again at the very latter part. Come to this one. So tensile strain is the ratio between the extension over the original length, right? So strain is extension over length. So this is coming under the elasticity. Elasticity is one of a lesson. So strain is equal to extension over the length, right? Extension over the length. It's something like this. So think of a string. Think of a string like this, right? Let's think there's a string there. So I'm applying a force here, F of a force here, and the string will extend for a little if it is elastic, isn't it? So if you apply a force here on a let's say a string which has elasticity, so when you apply the force on the string will extend for a little bit, it will extend for a little bit, maybe E. I'll take the extension as E, right? So here the tensile, there are two things when it's come to this elasticity. These strings are now elastic, and this elastic property have a sort of physical measurements like tensile stress and tensile strain. Those are things we measure, or those are the things we calculate here, right? Those are the things we measure, or the things we calculate here. So which is better method, fraction or decimals? Usually, but now this is the thing. When it comes to these questions, will mostly come to the MCQs. The previous one I'm discussing. So these will come to the the MCQ part. So when it comes to the MCQ parts, mostly the fractions will be there rather than the decimals. So when we are doing more questions, you will understand it, right? What type of questions are coming to the past papers, and for the practice questions, even for the practice questions, I'll be giving similar questions likewise. So you will understand when you are doing more. I understand you are excited, you want to know more. You will know more, right? In the future, you will get much more works to do than this, and you'll be getting a a past paper classification from 2015 to 2025. For the very recent year, you'll be getting a past paper classification. So this past paper classification actually includes every past paper question classified into lessons. These past paper questions classified is like I have classified it into lesson wise questions from 2015 to 2025. So 2015 to 2015 to 2025, all the past paper questions are classified lesson wise. So if you take measurements, all the measurement questions of from 2015 to 2025, you will see in one chapter. So when you study that, you will understand what type of questions are coming, what kind of simplifications are there, what type of theories are asked. So you can do a very good study using those past paper classification, and I only have the past paper classification for technology. Even in single medium, I'm the only one making the past paper classification. So it's a sort of a thing you can use to understand how the questions will come, right? Right. So this is you call the extension. When you apply a force on a stretching elastic string, there will be a extension like this. And when there's an extension like this, there are two things you measure here. One is the tensile strain. You call it the tensile strain. I'll write it as strain. So strain equals to extension, or you call it E simply, extension over the initial length, right? Extension is, the strain is extension over the length. And there's tensile stress as well. Tensile stress is actually cross-sectional area of this string. There's a cross-sectional area of this, right? Cross-sectional area of the string divide by, sorry, the force actually, right, force divide by cross sectional area is the tensile stress. Force divided by cross sectional area is the tensile stress. So these are two formulas you're supposed to know when it comes to the, not now, I'm just trying to like do some calculations here, that's all, to improve your understanding of mathematics, that's all. So these theory parts will be much more explained than this in the future. So just try to like get a rough idea, that's enough, right? So tensile strain is extension over the length, tensile stress is force over the cross sectional area, right? So what the question actually asking is, strain equals extension over length. A 2-meter long string is hung on a ceiling with a mass at the end. The extension is 1 millimeter long. Calculate the strain, right? So two of the values are given. One is the initial length, which is 2 meters, and they are telling the extension is 1 millimeter long, right? Extension is actually 1 millimeter long, and they are asking to calculate the strain, right? They are asking to calculate the strain. So how do you calculate the strain? So strain is extension over length, right? So here the extension was given 2 millimeters, sorry 1 millimeters, and the length is 2 meters, right? Length is 2 meters. Now you can't apply it in different units. If you are applying the extension, it should be in if the extension is in millimeters, length should be in millimeters as well, right? Length should be in millimeters as well. So the length was 2 meters, you know. Length was 2 meters, right? Length was 2 meters. So if this is 2 meters, you have to apply it in millimeters, right? Because we are taking the extension in millimeters, the length should be also in millimeters as well, right? We are taking the extension in millimeters, the length should be also in millimeters. So I'm going to apply it in millimeters. So 2 meters is in millimeter. How do you convert meters into millimeters? You have to multiply it by 1000. So 2000 millimeters, right? This should be the tensile strain of it, right? This should be the tensile strain of it. 1 millimeter divided by 2000 millimeters. That will be 1 over 2 is half, that is 0.5. This is 10 to the power 3, right? I'll convert it back, like this is 1 over 2 into 10 to the power 3. 1000 is 10 to the power 3, isn't it? 1000 is 10 to the power 3, right? So I wrote it back like this. Half is what? Half is 0.5, isn't it? Half is 0.5. So now when the 10 to the power 3 comes to the top, the power should become minus, right? 10 to the power 3 coming to the top, the power should become minus. So this will be 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3, right? It should be 10 to the power minus 3. So if I round off this to 5, this will be 5 into another 10 to the power minus 1 should be there, right? 0.5 equals 5 into 10 to the power minus 1, isn't it? So this is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3, right? So 0.5 is 5 into 10 to the power minus 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 was already there, so I am putting it here, right? So now what happens to these minus powers? They will add up, isn't it? So 5 into 10 to the power minus 4 should be the final answer, right? Should be the final answer. So when you're like practicing with the calculation, you can actually get rid of these two steps and directly answer it from here to here, even sometimes from here to here, doesn't matter, right? You don't have to take all the steps when you are simplifying. Do it the simplest way. So Sandhi, sir, the length is the length of the string before it has been pulled, right? Yes, it is the initial length. You call the origin length of origin like start, You put it as L naught. Here you put it as L naught. You don't have to go much into theory because the only consideration here is the calculation. These parts will be explained well and we'll be discussing these parts very well when it comes to the theory lesson. This is not the lesson. Nah? We are just trying to practice some calculations and applications. I just want you to understand what sort of things, these are not the whole thing as well. What sort of calculation things, what sort of calculation parts will be there in our syllabus. So this is a bit of a understanding I'm trying to give before coming to the lessons, right? And a bit of a practice before coming to the proper lessons, right? So you will understand much more better things than this when it comes to the proper lesson, right? So actually the L naught is actually the initial length. Yes, we call it L or L naught, the original length or the starting length. Is actually 2 meters, and 1 millimeter is actually the extension, and strain is actually the extension over the length, right? Okay up to now? Understood up to now? Shall we go to the next one? Yeah? We go to the next one, right? So the next question is, if the above string had a strain of 2 into 10 to the power minus 3, right? So they have given the strain of strain is 2.2 into 10 to the power minus 3. Calculate its extension. So now they have given a new strain 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. They are asking for the new extension, right? So they have given the new strain as 2 into 10 to the power minus 3, right? So the initial length won't change, right? Initial length won't change. They are asking for the extension now. So extension is x. So the new original length is 2 meters or 2000 millimeters, right? It's 2000 millimeters. So if you cross multiply it, you will find the extension actually, right? So cross multiply it because you want to isolate E. You understand this one? They have given the new strain as 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So extension is E. Original length won't change. It will be same 2 meters or 2000 millimeters. They are asking for the new extension. So cross multiply this. Extension is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 2 into 10 to the power 3. So if you can do these mentally, if you can do these simplifications mentally, it will be easier. So do you see that 10 to the power minus 3 and 10 to the power 3 will cancel out each other. So 2 into 2 will equal to what? 4, isn't it? 2 into 2 will equal to 4. So extension is actually how much? 4 millimeters, right? Extension is actually 4 millimeters. Understood it? This is the new question. Yeah? Tell me if you have any questions. Huh? Understood this? These are just applications. Yes. Manager, understood. Nice. Shall we come to the next question, Pratik? So far we have the best English medium results. Huh? Like if we, Aaron says it's kind of hard, sir, bro. Everything is hard, when it comes to life. Life is harder. So yeah, these things will be easier compared to the life. You are not experiencing the life yet. So put some effort. You can actually do this. This is not very hard. So there were so many students who even cried in the papers. So there were some students. So when I gave a paper, I'm giving sort of like bit of a hard questions sometimes, because if the A levels is this, I'm giving a bit higher level of questions than the A levels, bit tougher questions than the A levels, a bit tougher, not very tough, but I'm improving yourself to make your A levels easier than our papers. So this one boy was actually crying after he wrote the paper. After he answered the paper, he actually cried because his expectations were very high. He actually wanted to enter the Columbia University, and he was studying really hard, and the first paper was really hard. I wanted that. Uh, I wanted to make them feel like they should work a bit more harder. That was the reason I gave it a bit tougher type of a question, tougher type of a paper, and he actually got selected for a university afterwards. So will be tougher questions, but you can make it. You can make it, right? You can make it. Don't worry, right? Everything will be fine. Right, come to the 11th question. Tensile stress is the magnitude of the force applied along an elastic rod divided by the cross-sectional area of A of the rod in a direction that is perpendicular to the applied force. This is tensile stress, right? As I said, I think I explained it here. Tensile stress. See, the stress is actually the force over area, and the force and the area should be perpendicular to each other. Tensile stress is force over area ratio of a string, right? So the question says tensile stress is a magnitude of the force applied along an elastic rod divided by the cross-sectional area A of the rod in a direction that is perpendicular to the applied force, right? So it's force over area, right? Force over area. Get it? So the question is, a string with an applied force of 100 newtons on the edge has a cross-sectional area of 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 square meters. Calculate its tensile stress is the question, right? Calculate its tensile stress is the question, right? So how do you calculate it? Force over cross-sectional area. It's easy, isn't it? The force is what? 100 newtons. Force is actually 100 newtons. And cross-sectional area is 2 into 10 to the power minus 6. 2 into 10 to the power minus 6. So this 10 to the power minus 6 come to the top, becomes 10 to the power plus 6, isn't it? 10 to the power minus 6 coming to the top becomes 10 to the power plus 6. So if I simplify this part, 100 divided by 2 will be 50. So the final will be 50 into, the final will be 50 into 10 to the power 6, isn't it? 50 into 10 to the power 6. And if I round off this to 5, that will be 5 into 10 to the power 7, right? 5 into 10 to the power 7. The final units will be Newton per square meter. Newton per square meter. 5 into 10 to the power 7 Newton per square meter is the tensile stress of that string, right? Understood it? I think that's easy. Yeah. Isn't there a measuring unit for tensile stress? There is. Strain, there is not. You see? For tensile strain, there is not. Why? Because extension is length as well. Initial length is length as well. So the same units. If it is meters, this is meters as well. If it is millimeters, this is millimeters as well. So meters to meters cancels out. Millimeters to millimeters cancels out. Or units to units cancels out. So there won't be any of unit for tensile strain, you know, no any units for tensile strain. But for stress there is, because the force is newtons, area is square meters, and when the area comes to the top, it will be Newton per square meter. So is it must to expand these type of questions? Better. You know, these parts, you know, expanding parts, if you can do it mentally, it will be easier, right? So for you to do it mentally will take a bit of time. When you practice it, you'll get the ability of doing it mentally, and you can just apply the value in 2-3 steps, right? So this is going little bit into simplifications compared to the way that the compared to the ways that you'll be simplifying in the future. This is bit of a much more steps. This is just to understand, you know, this is just to make you understand how the steps are taken. So what I recommend is try to take these steps mentally and try to get the answer from this step to this step directly, right? That will be better if you can. For now it's fine if you can't, but in the future you'll be able to when you're doing much more questions like this. Yeah, right. So the second question, a string with a stress of 2 into 10 to the power 10 has a cross sectional area of 1 square centimeters. Calculate the force applied. So it's again easy one. Tensile stress is 20 into 10 to the power 10. Area is 1 square centimeter. Right. So again it's stress equals force over cross sectional area, and they have given the stress as 20 into 10 to the power 10. 20 into 10 to the power 10. This is 20 into 10 to the power 10 equals, you have to find the force, and the cross sectional area is given 1 square centimeter. 1 square centimeter, but you can't apply it in the square centimeters because the stress force in Newton meters, I think. It hasn't given, but it should be in the basic units, which is Newton per square meter. Newton per square meter, right? Stress should be in Newton per square meter, right? The 20 into 10 to the power 10, and it should be in Newton per square meter. So this is in meters, right? So you can't apply the area in in centimeters now. The values were given in centimeters, but you can't apply it in centimeters now. You have to apply it in meters, right? So is it unnecessary to simplify these calculations further, like 5 into 10 to the power minus 4? No, you don't actually do that. So better you put it in powers. So these standards, what I am simplifying is the standards in the paper. So you follow it, you'll get more familiar with the paper, right? So usually we don't simplify it into very decimals. No, like 5 into 10 to the power minus 4 is 0.000 that much. No, you don't do that, right? So 1 square centimeter, you have to convert it into square meters. Now listen carefully, this is how you do it. So listen, 1 square meter is actually 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter, isn't it? That is 1 square centimeter, right? So I'm going to convert 1 by 1 to the meters. So how do you convert centimeter into meters? You have to divide it by 100, 1 over 100. Now this is meter. 1 centimeter equals 1 over 100 meters. 1 centimeter equals 1 over 100 meters, isn't it? This is meters. This is 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter in meters. I converted it into meters. Multiplied by, I'm converting this into meters as well. This will be 1 over 100 meters as well. So if I write this in powers, this is 10 to the power 2, isn't it? I'm just extending this. This will be 1 in over 10 to the power 2. 1 over 10 to the power 2 as well. So if the 10 to the power 2 came to the top, to here, that will be what? that will be 10 to the power minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 2, right? And these two are all meters. So now 10 to the power minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 is actually 10 to the power minus 4, right? 10 to the power minus 4. So 1 square centimeter should equal to 10 to the power minus 4 square meters. Understood it? 1 square centimeter should equal to 10 to the power minus 4 square meters. That's how I converted it. Understood it? So is it a must to write the formula of each equation like yeah, better, because in some cases uh, there's a breakdown how the marks are given, you know. So when it comes to the breakdown how the marks are given, better if you can write the formulas, because sometimes the marks are allocated to the formulas as well, you know. So better if you can, better would be nice. Okay, Pate. So it's 10 to the power minus 4, right? 1 square centimeter is 10 to the power minus 4 square meters. I converted it into square meters. Now cross multiply this, you will get the force, right? So force equals what? 20 into 10 to the power 10 Newton square meters, Newton per square meter, into 10 to the power minus 4 square meter. So yeah, let's simplify this one, right? So minus 4 to 10 cancels out, and 6 is left. So the final is f into 20 into 10 to the power 6, or 2 into 10 to the power 7 newtons. 2 into 10 to the power 7 newtons is the actual final answer. Understood it? Yeah, understood it? Force actually equals to 2 into 10 to the power 7. Yes? Understood it, Pute? Is it hard? A bit hard, I know that. Is it that hard? Very hard? No, right? Can manage, right? Understood, sir. Nice. Right? So you'll understand eventually, you know, we'll be doing much more questions like this, so you will eventually understand it. Right? Right. So come to the next one. Right. Area of a triangle. A equals half AB sine C. This is a new formula as well. You'll be learning it in the future. A equals half AB sine C. So this is how it happens. Huh? This is how it happens. So if I take this triangle, you know, you can find the area of this triangle using this formula. So usual formula to find the area of a triangle is, if the perpendicular height is h and the base is b, usual formula is a equals half base into height, isn't it? This is the usual formula to find the area of a triangle. Yeah. So this is the usual formula to find the area of a triangle. And this is another new way of finding area of a triangle using sine costan. It's actually the sine value actually we use here. So this formula is there in our syllabus. What is the formula? A equals half AB sine C. So this is if I consider this part of the triangle, this is what this actually says, right? So if you consider one angle and its two adjacent sides A and B, one angle and its two adjacent sides A and B, you can find the area of this triangle using this formula. What? A equals half AB is these two adjacent sides, the lengths of two adjacent sides A and B. half AB, and the angle including C, sine C, right? So half AB and the angle including, right? Half AB sine C. C is the angle. So if I take this angle, capital A, that will be A equals what? That will be A equals, I'll take a different color here. That will be A equals half. So I'm considering this angle now. What are the adjacent sides? C and B, CB. Half CB sine, what is the angle now? Sine A. Half CB sine A, right? Half CB sine A. And if I considered this angle B, the formula will be A equals half adjacent sides. What are the adjacent sides now? C and A. So I'll take it as AC. AC, and the sine of including angle, which is sine B. Get it? Sine B. Half AC sine B. Right? This is the formula. So using this formula, you can find the area of this triangle. Right? So starting from the first one. Starting from the first triangle. How do you find the area of calculate the value and area of the triangle? So first what you have to do is you have to find the value of x. Yes, you have to find the value of x first. For that you have to put trigonometry. So 3 trigonometric ratios are there. SOHCAHTOA, which is sine cos tan. I'll put the ratios here, sine cos tan. So sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, isn't it? Sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. And cos theta is equal to adjacent over the hypotenuse. Adjacent over the hypotenuse. And the other thing is tan theta. Tan theta is equal to what? Adjacent over opposite. No, the other way. Opposite over the adjacent, right? Opposite over the adjacent. It's the other way. It should be opposite over the adjacent, right? These are the ratios. So these you will be learning in the future as well, right? You will be learning these very well. So these are the 3 of the trigonometric ratios, right? So to find x, you will actually need what? One of a trigonometric ratio. So if I consider this angle, 30 degrees of an angle, x is the opposite to it. This is opposite and this is the adjacent. Attached to it is the adjacent. Opposite to it is the x. This is opposite. This is adjacent. So this is hypotenuse because it is in front of the 90 degrees of an angle. See, if it is in front of a 90 degrees of an angle, it is the hypotenuse. If it is attached with the angle, that is the adjacent. If it is opposite to the angle, it is the opposite side. Those are the 3 sides, right? So if I consider this angle 30 degrees, x is opposite and 20 is hypotenuse. So opposite hypotenuse, opposite hypotenuse, opposite hypotenuse. What do you see? Sine theta. So if you applied sine theta, you can find the x easily. Why? Because if I take the sine 30, that is x over 20. So sine 30 of first triangle is now what? Opposite over hypotenuse, right? Opposite over hypotenuse. And we supposed to know and remember the sine cos tan table of a few of the angles, the 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, right? And 90 degrees. Of those 4 angles, we have to know all the values of sine, cos and tan. So if I tell you the value of sine 30, that will be actually half. Sine 30 is 0.5, right? You have to know. You'll remember it when we practice this more, right? So sine 30 is actually half. Half equals x over 20. X over 20. So 2 to 2 will cancel out. There's 10 left here. So x equals what? x equals what? If you cross multiply it, x is equal to 10. X is equal to 10. Right? That's how you find x. So now they are asking for the area as well. How do you find the area? How do you find the area? To find the area, we can use the very basic formula, but you can use any of the formula, half into, even you can use here half into base into perpendicular height, but for that you will have to find the base length as well. We don't know the base length. Instead of using half into base into height, what can we use? Instead of using half into base into perpendicular height, we can actually use this formula, half AB sine C. We can use half AB sine C. So if I use half AB sine C to the first triangle here, first one here, this one. So I will take two of the sides. We already know 20 and x. X is how much now? X is 10. So if I know angle here, this one, I can use half AB sine C to find the area. Half AB and the angle including. But we don't know the angle here yet. If this is 30, this is 90. The internal sum of angles of a triangle is 180. So this is 90. 90 plus 30 is 120. 180 minus 120 should be 60 degrees. So if this is 30, this is 90, this should be 60, right? This should be 60. So now you have the angle, two of the adjacent sides. Let's put the formula. What is the formula? Half AB, which is 10 into 20 into perpendicular height, which is 10, right? Which is 10. Half into 10 into 20 into, sorry, I'm sorry. This was wrong. Half AB sine 30. You should apply. I'm going to apply it up here. I'm applying it here. So you have to apply half AB sine C, right? AB sine C. So it's half. What is AB? 10 into 20 is AB. And sine C is sine 60, right? Sine 60. And you have to simplify this now. Half AB sine 60. Get it? That is the application. So now let's simplify this. So 2 to 2 cancels out. 10 into 10 is 100. Sine 60 is root 3 over 2, right? Sine 60 is actually root 3 over 2. If you check the trigonometric ratios or the trigonometry table, sine 60 is given root 3 over 2. So if I simplify this back again, 100 to 2 cancels out, this will be 50. So the final answer is actually 50 root 3. Get it? It is 50 root 3. So the final answer is actually 50 root 3. That is the area of the first triangle. Likewise, can you do the next triangle? Can you try this triangle? Try this one, right? Try this one. Take a few minutes and try the second triangle. It's 60 degrees here. This is x, this is 10. What you have to do is actually, you have to find x first. Then after finding the x, find the angle here. Then put the formula of area to find the area of this triangle. Try doing it. Do you want to like minimize it? Okay. Right, finish. Shall we discuss it? So the triangle is actually this one. This is 60 degrees, this is 6 and 10. Right. So first is you have to find the x value and then the area of the triangle, right? Right. So how do you gonna do this? So you have to find x first. X is, if I compare to the angle, x is opposite hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse is actually sine theta. So sine 60. Sine 60 is equal to, opposite is x, hypotenuse is 10. Now you have to know the sine 60 value. Sine 60 is actually root 3 over 2, you know, root 3 over 2 is equal to x over 10, right? Root 3 over 2 is equal to x over 10. Get it? Right? So if I simplify it here, 2 to 10, you can cancel out the bottom or the denominator values from here. 2 to 10 cancels out. This will be 5. Cross multiply it. X is equal to 5 root 3. Yes, x is equal to 5 root 3. So this is what you call keeping it in surds. You know, this is in surds. So 5 root 3 is a surd value. So keep it in surds. That doesn't matter. Okay. Now, again, what we have to do is we have to find the complete area of it. For that, now you have the x value. X value is 5 root 3. And you have to know this angle. So if this is 60, this is 90, this is supposed to be 30. Now we have an angle and two of the adjacent sides. You can apply to find the area. A equals half AB sine C. Get it? You can apply half AB sine C actually. So what will be the values? Will be half. AB is what? AB is actually 10 into 5 root 3, right? 10 into 5 root 3 into sine C is sine 60. I'm sorry, is it? No, sine 30. It's sine 30, right? Half AB 10 into 5 root 3. Sine C is sine 30. Now sine 30 is half as well. So half into 10 into 5 root 3 into sine 30 is half. So what will happen here? Now 2 into 2 is actually 4. If we divide 10 by 4, that will be 5 over 2. Right? That will be 5 over 2. Or just cancel one of value here. So that is 5 into 5 root 3 over 2. So that will be 5 into 5 is 25. Right? 5 into 5 is 25. Root 3 is there. 25 root 3 divide by 2 is the final answer. So this is keeping it in surds. You don't have to simplify it into complete decimals, right? You don't have to simplify it into complete decimals. Just keep it in surds. 25 root 3 over 2 is the final answer, right? Shall we do the next question as well quickly? This one. Find the area of this one. So it's 60 degrees here, x and 15. X 15, 60. Right? And the angle is what? Rho 60. This This is 60. So you have to find x first. So this is adjacent hypotenuse. Adjacent hypotenuse gives you a cos value, isn't it? Adjacent over hypotenuse is cos 60. So cos 60 is equal to adjacent is x, hypotenuse is 15. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So cos 60 value is actually half, it's supposed to know, equals x over 15. Cross multiply it, x is equal to 15 over 2, that will be 7.5, that will be 7.5, right? That will be 7.5. Or you can keep it in 15, keep it as 15 over 2. And now you know two of the sides and the angle. Now you can apply half AB sine C to find the area, isn't it? So half AB is 15 into 15 over 2. I'll keep it that way, 15 over 2. And sine C is actually sine 60, right? Sine 60. Now let's simplify this. Half into 15 into 15 divided by 2 into sine 60 is again root 3 over 2. So what will happen? You'll have to simplify. It's doesn't cancel out anything. So 15 into 15 is how much? I said 225. Yeah, right. 15 into 5 is 75. Yeah, so 225 it is. So it's 225 root 3 divided by 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8, right? 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. This will be the final answer, right? That is the area. So yeah, we'll discuss the rest of the things the next week, and most probably we'll be starting the lesson next week, and we are hoping to start the physical classes by next week as well. Isn't it sine 30 degrees? Was it 30? Oh, this is 60. Isn't it? Was it 30? It's 60. I saw it like 60. It is 60. See, it's 60. I took these two sides and the including angle here, so it's 60. Is it? Two of you people are asking, isn't it supposed to be 30? No, the angle here is 60. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's 60 degrees. Huh? So you have to take two of the adjacent sides and the angle. So two of the adjacent sides, 15 and this value, and angle, right? That's what it is. So we will see to start the physical classes from next week. I couldn't sleep for 1 or 2 hours. I just only slept like 1 or 2 hours today. So morning there was an issue, so I couldn't actually have the class in the morning. I'm really sorry about it. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm trying my maximum not to happen it again. And we'll be starting the physical classes by tomorrow, by next week, right? Pardon me about the words I'm telling and the things I'm telling. I'm like bit of a tired, working for a few of the days like straight. So we'll be starting the physical classes next week, and the theory lesson as well. So I will see you next week. If you are joining physically, I'll see you next week in the physical classes, and I'll see you online in Wednesday morning from 9 to 9:30 to 11. 9 to 11 a.m. If you have any of the clarification, anything you want to clarify, just text me, call me anytime to know anything you want to know about, any of the doubts. Let's clarify it and move on. and I'm looking forward to work with you, to study with you, to teach you, and to improve you to a better level. And I'll be expecting much more from you than any of the other badges. So let's hope for the best. We'll work together, yeah, to improve ourselves, and we'll see you next week. Then shall we wind up for today? Yeah. Thank you very much for joining. Adios.